Namaste and welcome to class. And today class is about the gratitude of us sitting together with our undivided attention, as well as some stories I want to tell you. And it's the story of the genie. It's the story of the one that grants all its creatures, all its creation, any wish they want. And for that I give you my first story, and it's when I was with my teacher. I was in an ashram, and at one point he asked a group of us, or share, and say, today is an auspicious day. Today is Guru Purnima, and is the day where the teacher grant any wish you want. So what is it you want? And at the end of the day, you will write it to me and put it in the basket. Well, that day was, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? And all the things that I was going through it. Say, oh, I want objects or relations or a state of being, or they will all seems very irrelevant because they were impermanent. At the end of the day, my wish, I wrote, I wish I can see reality through the eyes of my teacher. Anyway, left it like that. But my point in here is that you have been granted to create anything you want. And I tell you why. Because the one, the divinity, whatever you want to call it, that energy that permeates all creation, that is all creation, has diversity. And it was the moment with that want that it was no with any movement. All the waves of the energy of the one was just a simple, a steady presence. But the one itself wishes to know itself in terms of what are my capacities, what is it that I can create, what is my probabilities and possibilities. And with that desire, then it creates the two, the paradoxic movement of the positive and the negative, and it spread through creation, given different forms and different states and frequencies and colors and expressions. So everything in creation wants and attract matter in order to manifest something. Like you are here because your mother and father had some attraction, because it was a want between them. They want each other. So everything that the one wants, you want. And that's something so important, because we think in our little rebellions against the authority or the misconception of what is my own higher self, we think that what I want, God doesn't want it for me, or life doesn't want it for me, that I have to battle and defend and fight. But I tell you that's not the case. Because creation have bestowed on you the power of manifesting anything you want. But here's the catch. If in that want you put a charge on it, then that charge seals you and what you want. And that's what we call the attachment to what I want. The charge is simply the misconception that I am happy or unhappy or well if I get what I want. I want a relationship. I need a relationship in order for me to feel happy, to have fulfillment, to express my sexual desires, to have company, to have pleasure. And in the moment you put that charge, then that seals it. And you keep looking for that, but the opportunity is closed. You are not going to get what you want because you're giving it the charge. So the want, it becomes like a hungry ghost. I want this and I want that, and it could be small, but that desire, it brings weight on the soul journey. So all this wanting simply put so much stress and put you in the future. Only them I will be happy. Only them I will be complete. Only them I will be more me. But one wants leads to another want. Let's say I want a new car. I got the new car. Now I need the insurance. Now I want to drive carefully. How to protect the car. Winter tires. All that. It starts revolving the self around the external. And that ends in suffering. But most important at this discussion, this lesson, is that the gift of manifesting what you want get clogged with all these unfulfillment frustrations or pursuing things that you want. And it leads the soul, lightness, joyfulness, generosity to dimmer. So all these impressions, all these unfulfilled desires get attached to the true light of who you are. It get attached to the experiences that the soul have to go through it or have designed for it. So it's like putting a big bag in the bag and, oh, I want this, and then it gets heavier and heavier and heavier. until your soul cannot move. It doesn't have any trust that you can manifest what you want to start with. Then you blame yourself and feel guilty. I need to purify it. I need to change things. You get in a state of unfulfillment, of heaviness, negativity, anger, and mostly greed. You get greedy. You just want to accumulate more things. Not only things, but experiences. You want to accumulate emotions. You want to accumulate stuff. So it's very important to acknowledge that your wanting, which is in your Manipura chakra, have to be purified from any identification in order to really harmonize yourself with the true gift that creation have deposited in us, and say, you can have anything you want. Just show me what you're capable of. And I give you the joy, the drive, the passion, the enthusiasm. I give you that. So you can show me what is my potential. Understand this relationship, because each chakra is a gift and is a requirement for you to fulfill your oneness. The one wants you to want itself, to give yourself anything that is new, that is creative, that is inspiring, that it gives you passion. It just wants that. Yes, you're following me on this? But any identification cuts it. Any charge, any hidden agenda, any manipulation, any projection in the future cuts it. Then you can have wants and wants. I want this, I want that, but it will never manifest. Or it will manifest when you're really old, or very tired, or in 500 years. So the purification of being desireless or wantlessness, if I can put that word, is primer for you to meet the very fire of that attraction. Number one, attraction to your own heart, attraction to your own life, attraction to your own passion. It is there. And once that is sealed, you have incredible generosity, incredible joy, independent from anything you want or have. That is the gift. So, a way to manifest, you need to give what is not working, what is obsolete. You have to give your identification, to say, oh, I am my trauma, I am my sadness, I am my illness, I am that sense of I am with anything impermanent is not real. But when you give that, when you realize that, then you have access to the city of jewels. Meaning the eternal abundance of the one revealing itself of its incredible generosity, support, joy. Those are the emotions in this chakra. Joy, generosity, or greed and jealousy. All from the wants. So it's not about you not wanting anything, it's about having the clarity and the purity and the harmonization with what I want is what the one wants. There is no difference. I'm not fighting with any parental image. So I start with that correction. And the second one is, I don't really want anything because everything is given. Everything the want wants for me is the best for me. Meaning the higher self or whatever you want. Make sure you don't create a kind of an authority God there. It's your own energy when it's pure, when it's free from all the identifications. In that way, the soul can be light and shed all these impressions and retentions and tensions that usually is in the navel, in the second brain. I leave you with these insights, take notes, and I'll see you in our next class. Namaste.